Good evening, guys. My voice is audible.
Yes, good evening. Yes,
Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening. Yes. Shall we start the session?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, actually, I'm not feeling well little bit. So I hope that my voice is clear, right? If suppose you are not,
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
yes, thank you. Today,
Welcome.
the section on, it's a case study, successful corporate training model, the Infosys Global Education Center, Mysore. This case study is highlighted. Once again, I didn't get it. Okay. Yes. This case study highlights how the Infosys built one of the world's largest and most effective corporate training ecosystems. Through this discussion, we will explore what makes their model so successful and what lessons future business leaders like you can take from it. These sessions will also help us understand how structured learning, technology, integrations, and leadership vision contribute to long-term organizational success. The learning objectives, our first objective is to understand what makes corporate training successful. Many organizations contact training, but not all of them achieve the meaningful result. So we will explore the difference between activity-based training and impact-driven learning, focused on how companies like Infosys ensure that every programs directly support business goals and employee performance improvement. The second objective is explore real world corporate training models. We will examine how the leading global companies such as even that Infosys, IBM, Accengers, the structure is learning ecosystems. So this include to understanding their methodologies, the uses of digital platforms, especially the the mentoring sessions, mentoring systems, and how they blend classroom learning with practical, especially project based approaches. Then third goal is to analyze the key success factor and ROI, return on investment. The corporate training is not just on HR function, right, anymore. It is a strategic investment. So we will discuss here how the organization assess the effectiveness of training in measurable way, such as the improvements in productivity, employee retentions, especially the leadership development, and what is the outcomes of innovations like that. Finally, our the fourth objective is to learn the implications of HR, L&D, learning and development, and strategy professionals. So, as a future managers and leaders, it's essential for you to understand how to align the learning and development initiatives with the company long-term strategy. We will talk about how the HR plays a crucial role in creating a culture of continuous learning, and how the data driven insights help design more effective and personalized training experience. Definitely, the end of the sessions, you should be able to connect corporate training not just with employee skill development, but it's a overall business success and strategic advantage. Now, before we move into the Infosys case study, let's take a steps back and understand what we mean by corporate training. Why it is so vital in today's business environment. To begin with, corporate training refers to the systematic process through which companies provide learning opportunities to their employees. The goal is not just to teach new skills, but to align employee capabilities with the organization vision, culture, and long-term strategy. So, is in essence, it's about transforming people into more capable, confident, and performance driven professionals who can contribute meaningfully to the company's success. The purpose of corporate training is it's a multi-dimensional. It helps the bridge skill gaps, improve the productivity, especially enhance the job satisfactions, and that it's preparing their employees for future leadership roles like that. It's also a way to keep the workforce updated with emerging technologies, industry trends, and best practices. There are several types of corporate training is here. The one is on-board training. Introduce new hires to the company cultures, policies, and even job roles. Then leadership training also. It's focused on its developing managerial decision making and strongly in interpersonal skills among the potential leaders. Then technical training. It's equip the employee with specific tool, software, and technical skills relevant to their roles. Then behavioral soft skills training. It covers the communication, uh, teamwork, even adaptability, even emotional intelligence likewise. So which are essential, this soft skill also for collaboration and client interactions. So finally, let's talk about the importance in today's competitive environment. The business operate in a world of constant technological change and global competitions. So the companies that fail into invest in learning and development often fall behind. So the corporate training helps the organization stay agile, that retain top talent and maintain the culture of continuous improvement. So the for employees, it enhance the career growth, motivation, and engagement. So the corporate training is not a luxury or an optional HR activity anymore. So it is a strategic necessity that fuel innovations, efficiency, and business sustainability. Sorry. Why corporate training matter? Because this slides it's highlight the core reasons why the corporate training is essential for any organizations. Especially in today competitive business environment, let's go through each points in detail. The improve employee performance. The training equip the employees with the knowledge and skills they need to perform their role effectively. So structured programs reduce errors, increase productivity, and enhance the quality work delivered. Example, a well-trained software developer can write more efficient code, right? It's reducing their rework and speeding up the project delivery like. Second, it's align skills with organizational goals. The corporate training ensure that employee skills and directly align with business objectives. This alignment helps organizations execute strategies more effectively. For instance, if a company is moving into AI driven strategy, AI services, training employees in AI tools, ensure these smooth implementations. Then reduce the turnover and boost the morale also. Morale is nothing, it's the outcome of the motivation. So the employee who feel invested in through training programs are more engaged and loyal. So the training demonstrate that the organization value growth, which increase job satisfaction and reduce the attrition. Example, offering leadership or upskilling programs to high potential employees encourage them to stay and growth within the company. Then finally, the supports innovation and adaptability. The continuous learning enable the employees to adopt a new technologies, process, and market changes. It fosters creativity, problem solving, and innovations as employees are more confident in experimenting and applying the new ideas. Example, mm, training on that emerging technologies or some new business practices, it's empower the team to innovate faster and stay ahead of competitors. So in this slide, we just to be uh, take away the corporate training. It's not here, it's a developmental activity. It is a strategic tool that improve the individual performance, even to align the workforce capabilities with the business needs and retain the talent and build a culture of innovation and adaptability. So in other words, it directly contribute to the organization competitiveness as well as the long-term success. Now let's focus on our main case studies, right? So today I'm just to be bringing here for the Infosys Global Education Center in Mysore case studies. This facilities is often cited as one of the largest and most comprehensive corporate training centers in the world, right? In the world, not in India. So it span over 337 acres with state of the art classrooms, hostels, simulations labs, and digital learning infrastructures, all designed to support a seamless learning experience. Each year, the center trained over 10,000 employees each year. So, including fresh graduates, even that lateral hires, and employees undergoing reskilling and upskilling. You know very well about the difference between reskill and upskill. So this massive scale, it's ensure that Infosys can maintain the constant quality even and a standardized learning experience across the organization, across the nations. So what makes the model unique? It is blended learning approach. The training is not limited to traditional classroom lectures. Instead of it, combination of three things. One is classroom learning, second one is digital learning models, and third one is project based learning. Classroom learning, it's for fundamental knowledge and soft skills. Digital learning models, it's through their learning management systems, LMS we can call this simply, right? For flexible self-paced learning also. Many of the educational institution using their LMS system, learning management system, for flexible as well as that self-paced learning. Then project based experiential learning, where the employees work on real time simulations, client scenario, or internal project, or some capstone projects to apply their knowledge. So this combination ensure that learning is practical, learning is engaged, and learning is aligned with business needs. So it allow Infosys to scale program effectively and efficiently. So, and also it's maintaining their high learning qualities, as well as that it's a quickly get the result of to adopt the new technologies or market requirements. If you say in short, the Mysore campus demonstrate how structured, large scale and blended corporate training can create a sustainable learning ecosystem that benefits of both employees as well as the organization. So, okay, what model structure they should be followed? Now then, that we can the overview of the Infosys Global Education Center, let examine how the training is structured to ensure maximum learning impact. Infosys has designed a phased approach that systematically develops skills from foundational knowledge to advanced applications. First one is foundation phase. It's otherwise called it's a basic phase. This is typically it's a first phase for fresh hires, often called the campus connect or induction space. That it's focused on including basic technical skills like it's a language program language, some software tools, then soft skills, communications, teamwork, and corporate cultural awareness. These are the things we just to be train them or teach them in the foundation phase. So the goal is to build a strong baseline so that employees are ready to take on client project confidently. Second one is intermediate phase. After mastering the basics, the employee move a domain specific or project related training. The phase develop specialized knowledge in area such as software development, even analytics, consulting knowledge, or emerging technologies like AI, cloud computing, or cyber security. So the learning methods includes hands-on lab, simulations, problem solving, exercise, some of the exercise, not only problem solving exercise, some decision making exercise like that. So this ensure the employee can immediately apply their knowledge in real world scenario. Then third phase is advanced phase. So in that advanced phase, it's focused on leadership, innovation, and complex project management. The employee participated in project simulations, mentorship program, and cross-functional alignment, right, to develop critical thinking and decision making skills. So the phased structures ensure that learning is progressive, contextual, and aligned with business needs. So the employee are not just trained once. Yes, the 360 level, yes, the 360-degree levels, yes, they getting their trained. So they move along a structured pathway that transform the new hires to technically skilled contributors, and finally to leaders capable of driving it's a project and innovation within the organization. Here, what learning methodology examine? Yes, now we understand the learning methodology that underpin the Infosys training model. So the strong methodology it's a crucial because it's ensure that training it's not just theoretical but it's a translate into real world performance improvements. Here it's one model is 70-20-10 learning model. What is that model means? The Infosys largely follow the 7-20-10 framework. That means which is a globally recognized approach to corporate learning. That means 70% of experiential learning. That is, the learning by doing is the most significant components. So the employee work on real client project, simulation, on the job challenges. This hands-on approach ensure immediate application of knowledge. 20% is social learning. That is the learning from mentors, learning, peer-to-peer learning. That is the colleagues, yes, some knowledge get it from, some insights getting from peers. And the manager is critical. So the Infosys foster the mentorship relationship, peer review sessions, and group project to encourage the collaborative learning and knowledge sharing. Then 10% it's a formal education. This include it's that it's a classroom sessions, online models, workshop and certifications. While it is a smallest component, it provide the theoretical foundation needed for complex tasks. Second one is previously we can see that 70-20-10, yes, learning model. Now we can see the LMS model. Users of LMS system, the Infosys leverage the digital learning ecosystem to track, manage and personalized training. The employee have access to a centralized LMS which host online modules, assessment and learning path and certification. For example, we are using ERP, right? That is also comes under that LMS, enterprise resource, yes, programming, that is also comes under that LMS. So the LMS also collect the data on progress, completion rates and assessment result, which help the managers to identify the skills gaps and plan interventions. Then third technicus in model is it's a continuous feedbacks and evaluations. The feedbacks is integrated to every phase of learning, trainer level, mentor level and manager level, the providing ongoing input on performance, skill applications and improvements area. So the employees are assessed not just through test but also through project simulations and peer reviews, so ensuring learning translate into behavioral change. So the methodology ensure that learning is continuous, measurable, and aligned with business outcomes. By integrating experiential learning, the mentorship, and formal education, the Infosys create a holistic system that built technical, behavioral, and leadership competencies, yes, simultaneously. Then what is the impact and outcome of this model? let's now examine the tangible result of Infosys. Especially we examine that corporate training model. The Mysore, the Global Education Center, does not just deliver the courses. It generates the measurable outcomes that impact both employee and the organization. I just highlighted that statement. Here, first one is improve productivity matrix. Employee who undergo structured training, it's demonstrate higher efficiency and output. The technical upskilling reduce the errors in coding, process execution, and client delivery, directly impacting project timelines and quality. Second one is faster onboarding times. The new hires become productive much faster due to the structured foundation and project simulations. So the Infosys has reduced the typical ramp up time for fresh graduates from several months to few weeks. So enabling quicker client project engagement is possible. Then third one is engaged leadership pipelines. Advanced and intermediate training phases identify the nature of future leaders by combinationing mentorship, project-based training, and leadership workshop. And you know that it's a program preferred employee for management roles internally rather than relying slowly on external hires. So another thing is also it's increase the employee engagement. That is, the employee feel valued and supported, which improve motivation and retention. Access to continuous learning, certification, and personal development, the opportunities increase job satisfaction and loyalty. Then scalable knowledge sharing. The training does not remain isolated. It's training employees, often mentor juniors or peers, or creating the cascaded effort that multiplies organizational capabilities. Then finally, its impact in measurable business impact. The Infosys tracks KPI, yes, that is key performance indicator such as project delivery quality, client satisfactions, internal promotions, and employee retention rate. The alignment of learning outcomes with business objectives ensure that training contribute directly to competitive advantage. So the impact of corporate training at Infosys goes far beyond the individual learning. It's highlighted the performance, strengthens leadership pipelines, it's foster the employee engagement and drive the measurable business outputs, right? So it's prove the strategic investment in learning yield, it's a both short term and long term returns. It's okay, fine, lot of impact, everything is positive impact is there, yes, a lot of benefits also we get it up. But the thing is, what are the challenges is behind? While Infosys, it's a global education center, is highly successful, it's implementing and maintaining such a large scale corporate training models commits, that it's own set of challenges. but let's explore the key challenges and how they are addressed. First one is measuring ROI of the training, return on investment. So one of the biggest challenge for any corporate training program is that it's quantifying its impact. It's not always straightforward to link training to improvement in productivity, revenue, or client satisfaction. So the Infosys address this by tracking multiple KPI, key performance indicators. It's including project performance, assessment scores, internal promotions, and retention rates by using the structural models, yes, and ROI analysis. Second challenges is managing cultural and learning diversity. The employees come from diverse backgrounds. It's educational level, region levels, which create that varied learning needs and expectations. So to address the training is personalized and modular, the mentorship and peer learning sections, it's help the bridge cultural and skills difference. Then third challenges is keeping content updated. That the technology and client need the evolve rapidly. So if the training content is outdated, it always lose the relevance and effectiveness. So the Infosys continuously update its curriculum using the feedback from business unit and industry trends and emerging technologies. Next one is it's balancing cost and quality also challenge. The running the facility that it's trained thousands of employees annually is expensive. But the Infosys balance this challenge by optimizing resource allocations. It's leveraging the digital modules for scalability and ensuring they are high quality instructors and mentors. Then engagement and motivation also one of the major challenge. So the maintaining high engagement across the large badges can be challenged. But here Infosys, yes, to applying their gamifications, real world simulations, especially mentorship programs, the career relevant certificates, it's help the learners motivated and invested. So what are the challenge? The 5 challenges mainly address. Each challenge the Infosys properly address, right? For example, mentoring of ROI of training, automatically they are Infosys help for tracking the multiple KPI, right? So automatically the challenge should be properly addressed. Second, the cultural and learning diversity, automatically the mentorship and peer learning sections addressed properly to rectify the barriers. Then keeping the content updated, automatically some continuous curriculum maintenance, the development as well as that using their continuous feedbacks, it's helped properly to address the challenges. Then cost and quality balance also one of the challenge. That also the Infosys address properly by using their leverage digital models for scalability, optimize resource allocations. So automatically that challenge also just to be properly addressed. Finally, engagement and motivation also. The trained employees, yes, using some simulation method, then proper mentoring programs to address some, that career relevant certifications to providing soft skill. So automatically the learners motivated and invested. So that problem also properly addressed. So even world-class training program also face the hazard, but the success is achieved not by avoiding the challenge, but how the proactively designing the system, how the feedbacks loops and learning culture that that it mitigates these risks while maximizing the program impact. It's okay. Finally, what lessons for management students? In that case studies, what you just to be learning from these cases? Yes, as a management students, yes, it's that it's less extract the key lessons for MBA students or management students, especially those aspiring, to leadership, HR, or strategic roles. First, the learning key point is corporate training as a strategic investment. It is not a expenses. It is a strategic investment. The marketing people very well aware about that. Advertisement, it's not a expenses, right? It is a investment. The same thing, the corporate training as a strategic investment, not in expenses. First, you want to be take in your mind. That is first key lesson. The training, it's not just the HR responsibility, right? It is a strategic level people responsibility that drives productivity, innovation, and competitive advantage. The future manager must recognize that investing on employee learning contributes directly to business outcomes. The second learning is role of HR and L&T is shaping the culture. The HR professionals learn and implement programs, but success depends upon the creating on that culture of continuous learning. So as a future leader, as a management graduates, you need to champion learning initiatives, the mentor teams, and integrate the development into a that it's a daily work. Then third key lesson is data driven decision making. Infosys use the analytics to track the learning outcomes, identify these skill gaps, and measuring ROI. For example, here I'm just to be, sorry. Here I'm just to be giving one example, identifying your character. Now, that some of the tools are available to find your personality also. For example, MPTI, that is one of the tool. That tools, it's helpful for identifying our personality. For example, introvert or extrovert, like likewise. So these much of tools, the Infosys given that training, yes, so automatically, right, you can understand the decision improvement efficiency. Then that you can easily to improve, yes, they are capable also. For example, one thing is that everything we can that it's justify, right? Or everybody's that we are judging, we have no one, but everybody's we are understanding, everybody's or ours. So that much of things is we want to be understand the interpersonal relationship also. So these are the data driven, then analytical that learning, it's helpful for us to make the good relationship in the company. So automatically the engagement, the employee engagement is possible. You know that motivation also having their two major theories there, X theory and Y theory. X theory means it's always danger, right? That person's it's not to be engaged, but the Y theory is always engaged people. So the X character is create the problem, create the conflict, yes, not cooperate anyone, taking their maximum of absence. So lot of things, it's automatically create the problem of the companies. But the Y character always for positive vibes, always engaged. So how the X theory people convert to the Y? These much of training, yes, soft skill training, then giving their some advanced intermediate foundational training, it's automatically create the confidence of the employees. So automatically the people just to be convert X to the Y. These are also one of the learning key point you just to be taken up. Yes, the terminations or it is giving their punishment, it is not a solution. So that's why we are the corporate training, we are given that employees for increasing their efficiency and productivity of the organization, as well as that reduce the retrenchment ratio also. Then fourth, what you want to be learned na, the alignment of training with business goals, that is most important. The skill, that the skill development must be it's linked to organizational objectives. Random or ad hoc training, rarely it's added value. So here you want to be learn, always tie the learning programs, its client outcomes or strategic priorities. Then practical takeaway for startup and smaller firms, even without the large campus, right? The small organization can apply the, that it's blended learning as well as the mentorship and project based approaches. So here I'm just giving some key ideas. Structures, it's a continuous learning and alignment with goals are more important than scale. So what is the future oriented skills we follow? That is, that exposure to models like Infosys, so the importance of adaptability, digital literacy, and leadership skill in employees. So, as a future leader, a management students, you should focus on building these skills personally, and that it's fostering them in teams they lead. So the main lesson in the corporate training is a combination of strategy, culture, and execution. So you can apply these principles to design, implement, or participate in learning programs that they create value, whether in multinational companies, startups, or your own venture. So the final conclusion of this case study is, it's summarize what is the key takeaways from our case study of Infosys Global Education Center, Mysore. First, we just to be, yes, see the corporate training drives competitiveness. The strategic learning programs are not optional, they are essential for improving employee performance, innovations, and organizational agility. Then Infosys model shows that structured, large scale, and continuous training can provide a sustainable competitive advantage. Here, the success equal to structure plus technology plus culture. So the three combinations automatically we get the success. So the training program succeed when it's combined. Yes, the combination of structured learning phase, technology integrations, and learning oriented culture. That is structured learning progress. I mean, phases is nothing. It is the foundation to advanced. Yes, the foundation, intermediate, and advanced. The technology integration is nothing. LMS, digital models, right? Data analytics. Then learning oriented cultures, na, it's, you know, that it's supporting to the mentorship, peer reviewed learnings, everything. So next, the future of corporate learning. Yes, emerging technologies such as AI, you know, that micro learning, emerging simulations are shaping the next generation of the training programs. So the leaders must anticipate skills requirements, design adaptable learning path, and foster the culture of continuous development. Finally, the implications for you as future leaders. So whether in HR, operations, consulting, or entrepreneurship, whatever may be, you will encounter the need to design, implement, you know, that it's participate in training programs. So apply these principles we have learned today. It's structured learning, mentorship, blended methodologies, right? So it will help you to create the real impact in any organizations. So Infosys demonstrate that corporate training is more than just courses or workshop. It is the strategic engine that develop the talent, drive performance, and shape the future of business. So as emerging business leader, understanding and leverage these principles will prefer you to lead teams, design effectively learning strategies, you know, that it's thrive in the rapidly changing world. I hope that this today section is helpful for you for understanding their what is the importance of corporate training. Yes, to compare then formal certifications and formal educations, right? Please unmute at least 3 to 4 students to ask the questions. That's why it's
I want to ask,
sections should be entered. Yes, please.
yes, why corporate training matters? So I want to know this point is align a skill with organization goal. And this next one, align with the business objective. These 2 points, please.
Sorry, one by one, please ask me again.
Is the
Why the corporate section
training
is
matters?
matter, right?
Yes, exactly. Aligns with skill organization goals.
Sorry, second one is what?
Aligns skill with organization goal.
Okay, how the corporate vision and missions align with our organizational goals, right?
Yes, please.
Yes. The first one is, yes, why the corporate session is important or matter. Because the corporate training, right? Because the benefits, I'm just to be shared to you, if you go for corporate training, lot of advantage is there. For example, you know that it's productivity. Yes, that is also we can achieve very easily. You know that previous traditional things not like that. but now every small institution to biggest industries, yes, everywhere having their biggest competitions, right? Even if you take one candy, lot of competition is there. If you take the airlines, lot of competition is there. So if you beat the competitions, we stand as a king of our market. We don't have other choices is there. We just to be providing, yes, we just to be produce their good productivity. Yes, so the productivity, how the productivity will come, definitely it's hands in HR. If satisfaction, yes, if the workers working in satisfaction, then only we get the quality of product, yes, the quality of service, right? So that is also the corporate training is matter. So how the quality will come? For example, we having their car service center, okay? So your employees dissatisfaction or your employees not having how to handle the customers, right? So that time they are lacking, automatically your business will be down, your customers just to be move on to the competitors. So these basic soft skill we are lacking, right? Another thing is quality, some certificates, yes, you don't know that exact. For example, now you know a lot of Bloomberg training is there, some each and every profile we having some training is there. You are not aware that training of your employees, automatically the employees not providing their good quality of productions. Yes, so these are the another thing is that technology also we want to be handled. Yes, for example, packing nowadays no having, even the single small companies also handling their machines, technologies, yes, the packing machines like that. Your customers no, I mean your employees not aware handling their machines or technology, lack of technology knowledge, automatically we don't providing their good services, we won't providing their good quality product. So these are the basic things also we need the corporate training, right? I am just to giving their small example. If you go for IT industries or long term industries or middle level industries, definitely lot of things is we want to be ensure, because the employees, the training, the employees are good, the employees are semi skilled employees convert to the skilled employees, then only you can survive in the market, right? So that's why the corporate training is matter. Second one is we having, for example, organization having separate mission and vision, the individual employees having separate mission and vision. For example, your company, yes, you just to be having their small companies, in your companies 20 employees are working, each and every employee is having different mindset, even different vision and missions. If you take the twins, yes, the twins just to be get it birth from single mom's stomach, but the twins having different attitude. One person like dosa, one person like idli, one person's like chapati, one person's like buri, like that, right? Even the twins also having different mindset, different taste. Just to think about how our employees go for same vision and missions, how the employees just to be aligned that same vision of our companies. So the company vision and mission is different, everybody's individual employees vision and mission is different. So we are providing their corporate training to align the employees vision and missions comprise of company's vision and missions. Okay, that is the thing. The corporate training is matter here. Or you understand, ma?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am. Right.
Yes, thank you. Any other questions?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, please.
The training will be provided freshers or 1 or 2 year experience candidate. They will provide the training, ma'am, corporate training. What about the experienced candidate, ma'am? The experienced candidate almost they will kick out the company. They will hiring for the fresher and experience 1 to 5 years experience candidate only hearing the process and give the training. At the cases, experienced person how to handle the freshers, ma'am.
Yes, very good questions. Actually, you know that the foundation phase, I told that very clearly in initially, the foundation courses, it's given by freshers. Yes, for example, you having a little bit experience, 2 to 3 years or 4 to 5 years, like that means if directly go for intermediate phase. Yes, intermediate training, right? You having well experience in the same line. For example, in Infosys, you are working in the Python. Okay, the same some of the reason you quit the job and just for in a promotion purpose or whatever, maybe you just to shifted in that HCL. Yes, the same position or in same coding, same language, the Python na, so automatically they are giving only for advanced training. The advanced training, it streamline your visions as well as that at present company platform. So the phases is different based on the individual. We just go for the training, corporate training. That is one point. Second one is, many of the companies, yes, the Infosys and okay, the large scale companies, it's they are conducting, they are giving their corporate training, right? Mm, everything is okay. What about the small scale companies? Another thing is, even you know that Deloitte, yes, it's a very biggest company in the taxation, right? But some of that famous companies also, something is scared about the return on investment, ROI. If you go for training, corporate training, definitely we want to spend much more amount. So that much of leading companies also scared about their investment. Then only they are taking some concept, poaching concept. What is the poaching concept means? The employees, yes, we need the 10 employees in our company for the role of I mean the working the language of Oracle. You just to think like that. Yes, back and front end, we want to be work for the Oracle platform. We need 10 employees, okay, because we get the new project from somewhere, right? You just to be imagine. So if you get it that employees, yes, new recruitment people, we are giving their corporate training, it will take some 6 month time or 4 month times, right? So the poaching concept, what is the poaching concept means? We just to be hired from our competitors company employees, or we are hired from some same line people. For example, in Infosys, just to be getting their poaching concept of HCL or TCS. Yes, the Oracle peoples are working now, especially they are personally calling them now you know that it's everybody's, we are getting their data, right? So we are using their data, automatically we get it from Oracle people number to directly to contact them you just join in my companies, we are giving their extra amount. Yes, I mean extra amount means we are giving their 30% hike. Yes, such a thing na. So automatically you know that the TCS and Infosys, nothing is different is there, the same level of companies. Yes, but the companies giving more than 30% means automatically the people are shifted to them. So here no need using their corporate training. Yes, automatically, because the people previously working their same profile. Yes, so we are hired them, but the thing is how the people are quit the existing company to join our company. Definitely we are giving their 30% 40% hike, right? But that poaching concept is good only, but the thing is, the problem is already the existing employees working in the low salary, right? Because we hiring one person to giving their extra 30% of hike means that problem, the culture and diversity problems may be happen. That is also one of the disadvantage in the poaching. I told that poaching concept is introduced by Deloitte and KPMG. The talent world war is happened. That time it's happening. So this is also, it's one of the advantage in the corporate training. So the corporate training only the source. Yes, we are converting or getting their good people, semi-skilled people also to convert to the skilled people, but it takes some times. Yes, it's not possible in 1 day or 2 days. It will be take at least 2 months to 4 months. So in companies in prior, for example, in June month, we having their project lined up means at least we hired the faculties for January itself. We are starting their corporate training. Another thing is we want to be, you know, that we just to be taking consideration of our mind. Yes, the corporate training, it's not the expenses, we won't spend any expenses. It is that strategic investment. That point we just to be set in that mind, so automatically we will get it. First initially some challenges is that, the challenges also we want to be overcome, like Infosys, right? Or you got it, ma?
Yes, ma'am, got it, ma'am. Right.
Yes. Any other questions? But poaching concept is what is the poaching means? It's a illegal, it is unethical. Normally the poaching concept, Reliance maybe it's considered, but the Tata, especially Ratan Tata, that much of leaders not to encourage the poaching concept. It's maybe it will be written, get it from 1,000 it's crores, like that also they want to accept, because the poaching concept is unethical. So better we train the corporate training to our employees. Because why I'm just to taking this topic today, especially for MBA students, means you are also having some chances is that to start the corporate training, right? For example, the corporate training, it's not a center, it's a maybe we can start from ourselves, right? The soft skill related, some technologies related, you know, that I told that clearly na. It's advanced phase what we'll give, freshers foundation phase what we will give, intermediate phase what we will give. So you just to be start one center, a training center also. You just to be, you the 4 or 5 friends just normally join together to start up one training center. You approach some companies, right? Maybe the training people is maybe different. For example, you are focused only for software companies. You just to be approach some software companies, you just giving their package list also. I'm having 4 or 5 package. first package we are giving this much of training, second package this much of training, like that. So normally the small scale industries are ready to giving their acceptance for your proposal also. So lot of, that it's Bangalore, especially Mumbai, Pune, lot of corporate training centers is here. But the investment is very small only, because the network is, it's enough, right? For example, in foundation courses, one, it's enough for 2 people to give the training. Intermediate, 2 people it's enough. Advanced training, 2 to 3 people. So 5 to 6 trainer is there. You can form one training center. You just to be approach the some companies. Definitely the yearly 4 or 5 companies you get it, that initially you just to got that approval. Each company's minimum they are paying their lakhs means 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, like that. Even a certain 3 to 4 month of training. Another thing is, you don't need any infrastructures. Even you go and give the training in the company itself. So you don't have any infrastructure facilities like that. So small office room cabin it's enough. One single cabin it's enough. So you can possible to start the such a startup also. Got it?
But it, ma'am, if I already working in the another concern, I will start at the startup means there is a no problem for.
Yeah, no. If you having any ideas, we will do it. You can do it.
Okay.
That is the meaning, right? I won't say that you
Okay.
just want to be start, but that is also one of the career opportunities behind.
How to collaborate with the practical section and the digital class lesson, ma'am? Some classes they want to the practical section means how will conduct the
Yes, actually,
digital.
you having their, for example, uh, your team having their data analyst. Yes, for example, you are giving their training of Python or SQL training. Yes, so 2 to 3 peoples are there, means some companies need that especially for SQL training. Some people need for Python training. So you just to be approach them na, they are asking them, I need their SQL training for 5 people, 5 employees. Can you possible? You can possible, you will do it. Another thing is everything now that LinkedIn. Yes, you just to be contact with LinkedIn. Lot of people trust. You know that a lot of professional network we can get it from LinkedIn connections. So you don't know nowadays, no one to go for approaching physically also. It's everything initially your first proposal, initial proposal, you just to be give it, or just to be move it through LinkedIn. That is also possible. Official website, you want to be create one official websites. In that official website you want to be given all the prompt datas. Yes, what are the especially the training you can possible to give them. Yes, what are your trainers profile. Everything you just to be given in that websites, or automatically the people's definitely they will contact you. Another thing is some of the business exhibition is going on na. That time you just go and to serve your business cards. That link also possible. Another thing is you just to think that it hardly it will take for 4 lakh 5 lakh it's enough. Yes, your mentality, you based on your mentality, your friends 4 or 5 peoples are there. 4 or 5 peoples, it's skilled people for separate language or something na. You can possible one person's for soft skill trainer, one person for good communication people, one person for program language, one person is strong in technology advancement. So you can format. Otherwise, you can start the proposal now. Each 4 or 5 friends are joined together to learn. First, you learn it entire corner, then you start it. That is also possible. You think and decide. Okay, any other questions? Okay, you don't have any other questions, please wind up the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.